It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Lions and the Eagles, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, you lived this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now after that long off season to get your body ready and your team ready. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. First play, and May goes to the air. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. 14 on the pickup. First down, Detroit.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. To throw. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium's counting on.
Third and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Mitchell. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Eagles. The PAT, up and good. And the Eagles have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Parker Washington. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go! And he will finally be tracked down, nearly a touchdown, but he'll set his team up with 1st and goal. It's the tight end Henry in motion. They'll run here with Taylor to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal. To throw is May. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Brown. He gets free. He's to the 40. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 2nd down, a run with Mitchell. And he'll get this close to a 1st down. It's about 7, maybe a yard short of the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
It's a pickup of 14, and the decision to go for it pays off. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. One more time with Mitchell. And he will dive into the end zone. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. Give him a 2nd touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter break. 2 rushing touchdowns in the 1st.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. Finding room at midfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So, 1st quarter in the books. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. It's the tight end Henry in motion. To throw on 1st. Oh, the pressure. Too much. And he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Rattle gun, here's May. And that is incomplete. Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This one from just under 50 yards. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Lions get their 1st points of the game. They trail 14-3. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and running back Keaton Mitchell set to go once more. This drive will start on the ground. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Mitchell. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
On the ground, here's Mitchell. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Mitchell. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They'll go again with Mitchell. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. They'll run over center with White. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. His defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
And the Eagles are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he will score again. Keaton Mitchell. Touchdown, Eagles. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book. See if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. To return is Naheem Hines. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. May to throw on 2nd down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system and all these early sacks. Yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Well, this play, like this drive, going backwards. A loss there on 3rd down. A very quick 3-and-out. On 4th down, the longtime special teams ace, Johnny Hecker, on to punt. As he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This returnable from inside his own 40. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Eagles offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Try to set up the screen to Mitchell. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone, inside the 20. The production has been sensational early on. The last catch putting him over 100 receiving yards, and we still have another half to play. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Mitchell. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's got another one. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Philadelphia. This is quickly turning into a virtuoso performance. 4 first and touchdown. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Hines now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense going to take over just before the half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Samuel has it working the middle. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Throwing on 2nd down. May. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's May. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's May again. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They'll go play action with May. Now, deep ball for London. And he will score. Drake London. Touchdown, Detroit. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Lions are able to cut into the deficit. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination, the power, the speed, everything on display, and the defense has seen it all. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. That one taken in by Mitchell. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Trying the left side, here's Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
A shotgun snap, and they give it to Mitchell. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's got even stronger now here in the second. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. A dive for the end zone, but he loses the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, had it in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Here's the Lions punt team now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball, as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. They'll throw out of the gun. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Finding space inside the 40. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A give to Mitchell. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. They'll try the right side with Mitchell. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Running is Mitchell. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's second and 6. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. We saw it in the first half. They picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Here's Hines now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense ready to get back to work. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Throwing now is May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 2nd down, it's May. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run here with Mitchell. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now they'll set up to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Mitchell. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
That's to the right side for Burton. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has a decision.
And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. Now a toss, left side with Mitchell. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game...
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. He'll look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. The defense just has not been able to keep him under wraps. Now 10 catches in the game. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. This is going to feel good, Greg. You open at home and a great performance with one more touchdown added on top.
Not many better ways, Mike, than to create some excitement amongst your fan base than to have a great home opener. Every team works all off-season. They stress it during training camp. Let's get off to a great start, and then all of a sudden you're able to do it in front of your home crowd. Man, this has been a really impressive performance.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. He's got his big tight end, Henry.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's May. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. May to the air once more. Off-balance throw. It's complete. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. It's picked up by one of his teammates. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Taylor going to try to pull his way in. A dive, and he's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Lions. Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions cut into the lead a little bit. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense. First and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. Inside the 40. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now headed back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. From out of the gun, here's May. That's complete. It's Parker Washington. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Here's May again. He'll get this out quickly to his left. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign.
It's week 2 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Keaton Mitchell, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Eagles and the Chargers, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
As the sun starts to set, you're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you all for joining us here in... Couple of teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. His return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
Okay, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, it's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 70 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Mitchell on the give, headed left. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. All right, here we go, second down. Pass play coming here. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Forced out to his right. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Now that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
They go for it on 4th down and get it in a big way. 25 yards there. Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 34. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball. Well, I think the defense coaches in coverage, breathing a sigh of relief. There was space right there. If that throw came 1 second earlier, that was going to be 6.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. To the air, Stroud. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Shakes himself free. Ooh, can't avoid that one, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And this one does not go far. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They give to Mitchell, running left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Only took him one play partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Play action on 1st down. Deep drop this time. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Completed over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Pickup. They're set up with 2nd and short. Now run. This is Mitchell. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down from the red zone. He's on the move. Oh, they got it. Intercepted on the goal line. Deron Bland has it. Has room down the left sideline. And he makes the let's go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. I don't know about you, Brock, but I can almost feel them going through the 5 stages of grief over on that sideline, watching their would-be touchdown pass in 6 points return the entire way to the opposite end zone for 6 on the other side of the board.
You just don't really believe it's happening until he's, well, 30, 40 yards into his return. Then you're just powerless. Kate, just over 40 times in the history of the NFL this has happened.
Wow. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. It was Marcus Williams in on that stop. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. From the 27. That's Mitchell on the slant. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. First down, ball at the 36. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They go play action on first. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Chargers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now a second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Putting a receiver in motion. Second and 13. Complete Derrick Henry. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Connects with Slayton. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down to the 28. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Setting up a throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Chargers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Offense lights out that play wins. They choose to decline the penalty. First down, ball at the 36. They get to Henry on the inside handoff. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Second down now, 7 to go. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, Stroud. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. The throw left side, caught by Brown. And he'll only get 3 here as we've reached the 2-minute warning. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun now, 1st round. He finds Johnson. And as he goes out of bounds, we've got a flag on the play, likely against the defense. Finally, some justice for the quarterbacks. They're so rarely protected in today's game, Brock. The refs saw roughing the passer, and his side gets a 1st down plus some yardage.
You take it down in the
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. On play action, here's Stroud. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Stroud. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. From 37 yards in the right hash. Amendola able to put it through. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And this drive will start inside the 25. The Eagles and receiver Roman Wilson making their way back out. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off the deficit before halftime. Now he takes it. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. He's dropping back to throw. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Back to throw. He's got it at the 5. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. 1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just a yard on the run, and we've reached the end of our 1st half.
Okay, Kate.
We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Return coming from the 6. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here come the Chargers for their first drive of the 2nd half. That touchdown cut the lead by a chunk, Brock, but it's still a 2-score game as they start this drive out. Gets this to Slayton. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 2nd and 3 now. corner starts with a run from Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And the Birds bring out the nickel look. Third down coming up. Back to throw, Stroud. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Eagles will take possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. It's White on the give. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down. They're going play action. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. Out of the gun, White. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. With Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll try and throw it here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
He's got it to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Penalty hurts them, but they're still going for it here on 4th. And they're going for this. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Here's Stroud. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And he's been the victim of 3 interceptions already in this game, Brock. Passing lanes kind of reminding me of LA traffic. Pretty hazardous throughout this game.
Yeah, just a mess and nowhere to go. And it's an awful place both on the highway. And trust me, when you're in the pocket looking at this defense, too, it's miserable. Everything's been contested. Everything's been hard. No gimmies. It's a real testament to the work this secondary has done to prepare for this matchup.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll come up 1st and 10. He'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Chargers will have a first. From the red zone now. And he finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Taking his shot deep down the field and go. That's complete inside the 35. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. Throwing now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again, and again, and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. Cuts it to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Stroud off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled for a short gain. Punting unit out now. J.K. Scott will kick it away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And, oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. They go play action here. Flushed out of the pocket. Pass caught along the sideline by Mitchell. And he's out of bounds, just a step short of the 40. Well, Jim Harbaugh, no stranger to barking at officials, and he's going to make them take another look at this one. So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Throwing from the gun here. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. He's got to gain a 6 there. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. So we're through 3 here. It's the Eagles in possession. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. Chased out to his right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking for a throw here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. 1st and 10. It's a give to White. And he's able to get this down to the edge of the red zone. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 21. Short pass brought in. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs. And he's now reached it with that last catch. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding call. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Throwing off the play fake here. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Back to throw now. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And the Chargers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Stroud throwing here on 1st. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Henry. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Stroud. He'll get this to Henry. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 16 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Throwing is Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That's complete. Here's Scott. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Here we go, third and less than a yard. Flying down the middle with Henry. Up to the races, middle of the field. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers have likely locked up the win right there. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers stretch the lead to 23. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for White. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Back to throw. On the move, hit it right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Pass play now. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Chargers. The Chargers come away with the win in this one. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year